Alright, so this is my first pretty good run of the new Roots update. It's, yeah, it's really good. It's slightly under 15 minutes. It's using all the new items, like the Rescue Claw and the new Shrooms in the Roots biome. And there's some new pretty cool techniques with the balloons. But, yeah, we get the balloon flare. We get the flare right away. And these first two suitcases, I want to find a Rescue Claw, which I did, as you can see. I'm constantly resetting over and over in the beginning until I get a Rescue Claw. Or, like, a good combination of, like, other items, like a lollipop or like, multiple of those, like a lollipop energy drink, or even a milk. Milk, I don't know if you... That's also a new item in the Roots update. It's really cool. It gives you, like, I think it's 15 seconds of, like, immunity, basically. It's super nice for Caldera. Like, for running through the lava. Like, literally, you can go into the lava pool. And I'm pretty sure I do that. No, for sure. I mean, we'll see. But, we are here on shore. We got a orange crate pretty early. There's also another one up ahead after this one. So, this is a very good map. Scout Cannon, there's not a whole lot of good uses for it. I think the best use is probably energy drink. That's good. I'm gonna save that for Roots probably. Oh, we'll see. It's really good for beginning. Like Scout Cannon is very good at the beginning of Caldera. And another energy drink. And I think we dropped the Scout Cannon because like this is a slightly older version because this run is like 2 to 3 weeks old. Because I think in the most recent update, or a very recent one, they changed the weight on the Scout Cannon. They like halved it, and oh my gosh, that's actually a big change. Scout Cannons are heavy. I think you saw it a second ago. Now we're gonna, oh yeah, because I used my Rescue Claw earlier. Forgot to mention that, but we use it there. Pretty good stuff. And we got a balloon. Getting a balloon is very nice because that'll help with the new shroom, the shroom text. You'll see in a second when I get to the shroom biome. You'll see the shrooms, and I'll use one of them. Then I use the energy drink right away. Use my final use of the Rescue Claw. Really sick stuff. Really sick stuff. This is a very solid shore. Excuse me. I don't know if you heard that burp, but whatever. Now, yeah, I want to use... Yeah, I won't be using the balloon for now. Getting the... Oh, another one. Wow. I don't know why I used that balloon because I'm going to be swinging on a vine, so it might like make it worse. But I think it worked out. But yeah, I like to use the energy drink very quick in this Roots map. I slide on this vine. And I hop onto this tree. It's kind of a hard jump. I have to be, yeah, it's very precise because the hitbox on these leaves are kind of crazy. Then I'm going to reserve or get my stamina back. Get onto this vine. And then zoop up my way up this wall. You know how it be. And then also, this is where the shrooms kind of start spawning. There's a lot of possible spawns. I check for yellow ones. I don't know if I see any yet myself. Oh, I see one. I see one. Yeah, I'm looking at over there. Oh, there's 2 of them. Actually, yeah, I need these yellow ones because they give me a specific effect called the tornado effect. And these effects are different every seed. And I'm playing on a set seed. I know this map. I think this is probably like after like a few days or a week of training, maybe a little longer. Oh, a dude just fell. There's another yellow shroom. Oh, and I made a mistake here. That balloon I popped earlier, it throws you in the wind, and it popping right there at the last second before I fell off the edge. Oh, yeah, I didn't even know that balloons just really help the wind. Not help you, but help the wind. Yeah, it freaked me out. I didn't realize it was a thing until that moment, and it's just crazy that it happened to pop right before I was about to fly off the edge. And then we got another vine. And you probably saw me seeing me go super quick there. When I first grabbed onto the vine, I pushed E again. Like you push E to grab onto it, then E again will just send you flying. You know, try it out on a vine that's kind of like that. Okay, here I'm trying out the tech, because I have no room to continue on. First, you use the shroom, it makes a tornado effect, you hold out the balloon, and it just sends you up like you have like 10 balloons on you. Now this run, it's kind of invalid a little bit. Well, okay, it's kind of complicated. I'm trying to think of how to say this, but right now in the newer patches they changed how that works to where you need to have 3 balloons on you. But since this is an older patch, it works with 1 balloon. But so this run isn't really, it was valid at first because like this wasn't, the mods didn't really make this official or anything. So at this time I thought that was an official strat, but it's not. So this is a glitched speedrun just because of that. And everything else is just part of no major glitches. When I was first running this, it was all just, oh, this is a no major glitches run. But no, mods have decided that doing that with 1 balloon doesn't count. Man, I think because it got switched. I'm not sure what all the reasoning is, but that's how it be. But now here we are in on Alpine. I'm going to be using actually the shroom balloon combo again. And I got my milk just in case, because it actually it helps. Ooh, a 3-pack. That's kind of neat. That could come in handy a lot later. Oh yeah, I was going to say, I was probably going to use my milk if the snow ever came in. Because this part is very flat in Alpine. If I'm, if I didn't get that warmer heat pad, whatever the frick it's called. Also, my inventory was so full that I need these other items, so I just use that energy drink. But yeah, I was going to use my milk because I probably would have needed to. I could have spared it or saved it till later, because I'm actually, when I use the shroom balloon again, when I get closer to the uphill part of Alpine, you're gonna be up in the air where you're most vulnerable. But yeah, I'm gonna be using it here, and then just hippity hop and boom and off and away we go. And it's really nice doing it here because just running forward like this is very nice. But yeah, if you're wanting to do this tech now, you need to find a seed that has a shroom that has that tornado effect. And to do it on a newer patch, you have to have a 3-pack, 3 balloons on you. I don't know how it is with 2 balloons. I don't think anyone's ever tested that. I'm assuming it probably doesn't do anything, because in the patch notes it said that like you need 3 balloons. So at least to get that effect on you. And then now we got a orange crate pretty close up ahead, which is very nice. I'm very hoping for a rescue claw, because I think I've only had 1, which is in shore. So if we get one here, that'll be game changing. Oh no! Actually, I do keep it because I'm close to the beginning of Caldera, which is even fantastic. And then we can use this. That would take us almost to the very tippy top. Actually, this is how crazy this tech is. I see why the mods decided to nerf it. It's absolutely crazy. And that ends just in time to get to here. And then, yada yada, we are here. Oh yeah. And here, just a double lunge. Perfect, perfect. Now, there are probably a lot of strats you've probably been seeing that you probably don't know how to do. I've talked about them a lot in my other commentary videos. But I'm assuming a lot of you already know about them. But of course, there are still some of you who don't know. But definitely check out in my main channel. You might get some answers there. Frick, what am I? Okay, I'm using the cannon. Bro, I'm kind of bad at commentary. I'm doing this very wrong. Usually oh yeah. Yeah, the cannon is super nice because once you get out of like that ragdoll effect, it gives you a slow fall. This game's nice, instead of just like, if you accidentally use the cannon in a super dumb way, the game helps you out a little bit, like instead of just killing yourself, the game is like, let's give him a slow fall, let's be nice. And then here is actually, I'm trying to cook this fortified milk, which is actually, you can't cook on hot rocks anymore in the newest patch, but cooking the milk once gives I think 10 seconds extra of usage. So usually it will last 15 seconds. Now it's 25. Now I have complete immunity. I'll just float in the lava and actually gain stamina. I'm not gonna be using it for anything because I'm still gonna be doing my classic old be hopping. You know, good stuff, right? Yeah, you get it. You get it. You're smart. Now we're already almost over the Caldera, which is even nice. There's actually a little bit of a better strat that could happen. That actually I could have done actually, but it would ruin some other strats. If I have 5 balloons and I place them on me at the beginning of Alpine, when you have 5 balloons on you, you glide down very slowly. And so what you can do is just run. You can just, at the top, like where the campfire is on Alpine, you can just run forward and you will float directly to the stairs that go up to these crates right here. Now I'm really hoping to see a rescue claw because it'd be super useful. Oh my gosh, wait, I forgot to actually get one. Oh yeah. Yeah, you saw my face probably. But yeah, if you have those 5 balloons, just jump off and then you can just float all the way to a little bit below those luggages. So you're just in a straight line and it saves quite a lot of time. Because when you're like at first glance it doesn't seem like it will really save a lot of time, but you're in a perfectly straight line. When you're running on the Caldera floor, you're kind of just wiggling left and right at here and there, and you're climbing at some parts. So you're definitely going to lose very little time. Lots of little times. Gosh. Yeah, my English is great if you can't tell. But those just add up, you know? And so it can be like a 20, 30, 40 second time save depending on the Caldera. Or what you use in the Caldera, you know? Because I used the cannon at the beginning. That saves quite a lot of time. That's like a 15, 10 second time save. But yeah. Now we are here. Gosh, is that a voice crack? On the kiln. Gonna start off using my rescue claw. Now I have one more crate that I plan on. There's a white one right up here. I'm really hoping for one more rescue claw. Because I have one more shroom balloon usage. Okay, and I got another white coming up. Okay. Yeah, I got one more shroom balloon. And like, it'd be perfect if I had 2 actually. That would give me perfectly enough. I also still have the 3-pack. But all I have left after this crate is 1 orange. So I can't get another 3-pack, sadly. But I could have totally actually used my 3-pack here. Actually with the shroom balloon, and it will send me faster. Actually. No, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah. Because when I pop them, you know, it can only go up 100 meters. That was just like a little, it's about a third of kiln, maybe a tiny bit less, like 30% of kiln. And then yeah, we have 2 usages of the rescue claw. I really hoped we had 1 more. But we do not. Now all I have is 4 balloons. And the flare. Which we need that for the ending, of course. That's not gonna help us. Now we got 4 balloons. Which is kinda nice to get this jump over to here, you know. Got 4 balloons to go raw. If I did have 1 more rescue claw, or maybe even 2 usages, this would easily be a sub 14. But yeah, this is a completely raw route. I've actually never practiced this route. I'm going literally I'm freestyling it. Going crazy on it. There I messed up sadly. Don't know. Oh my, ew. Yeah, I really did that again. I could have gotten a better time. And then here I kind of know. I know I can do this with yeah. I've tested that part before. And then, boom, 1 final lunge. Pow. We're here. Then once I get to this point, the game will end in probably about like 30, 40 seconds. I think once you hit peak, it's like 29 seconds. Yeah, so we got there like 22, 23. What was the final time? And what was it? Oh. Yo, I'm texting someone. That's crazy. Yeah, it's just a waiting game. You used to be able to throw your flare into the peak area, like not even fully into it. Well, kind of. You could throw it like on the side of the bridge where it goes down the mountain. You could throw it there, and the helicopter will come in early. But that can't happen anymore. Both you and the flare have to be in the peak area for the helicopter to come. It used to be where only the flare and it'll come. But 1452, crazy run. Sadly, it's not a no major glitches run because of, you know, the shroom balloon, yada yada. It's like, that kind of sucks, but, you know, it's how it be. Alright, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this. Farewell, have fun.